I'm going to be continuing my Saga campaign, playing Journey to the Crossroads, the second quest in the Land of Shadow expansion. Setup. Each player must choose. Either add one resource to each of his heroes' resource pools, or shuffle one copy of Brace of Conies into his deck. Remove each burden from the following burden set icons from the encounter deck in each player's deck. And I'm going to choose to shuffle the Brace of Conies into my deck. It's a 0 cost gift, and you can play only if you control the ring bearer. Planning action. Add Brace of Conies to the victory display to choose 2. Heal up to 2 damage from a hero. Add 2 resources to a hero's resource pool. Choose a player to draw 2 cards, or reduce the player's threat by 2. I'm going to be playing with my same Hobbit Bond of Friendship deck. With Pippin, Merry, Tom Cotton, and Sam. And I'm going to be using the Mountain of Fire, Frodo Baggins, where you can planning action and exhaust the 1 ring and add one resource to a hero's pool. And for my other deck, I'm going to be playing the same deck, except for I'm changing one of the versions of the heroes. I got the Rosie, and instead of having the spirit version of Glorfindel, I'm using the lore version of Glorfindel. And then we have Fatty, because this quest is specific in what you need to do with enemies. And I have my deck that's over 50% lore. And the starting threat for the Hobbit deck is 30 because of the +2 threat penalty that I took from the last quest. And the Rosie deck is 23 because of the 2 penalty and the change in versions of Glorfindel rose my threat up by 7 because the starting threat is 12 instead of 5. And this one has a action that you can pay 1 resource from Glorfindel's pool to heal 1 damage to any character, limit once per round. This quest has a lot of archery. Draw our opening hands. we've got Gandalf's delay, so we skip the draw step of the first round. Warden of Healing, Red Book of Westmarch, Sorrengill, Dagger Westerness, Hobbit Archer, and Born Aloft. Go over to the Rosie deck. Gandalf, We Weep No More, Heed the Dream, Gandalf, Scout Ahead, and Woodland Sentry. Keep that hand. One A. Setup. Add the Black Gate and the Crossroads to the staging area. Shuffle the Minifarad encounter set and place it face down under the Crossroads. Each player except the first player searches the encounter deck for a different, non-unique location adds to the staging area. Shuffle the encounter deck. So we got the Black Gate. And here's the 9 cards from the encounter deck that we put underneath the Black Gate. Or we put underneath the Journey to the Crossroads. Here's the Crossroads. And it's got 9 threat. It's immune to player card effects. And it has a ability of cost -1 for each face down card underneath it. So right now it's 0. And we're going to get the Hills of Ithilien. 2 threat, 4 quest points. While Hills of Ithilien is the active location, it gains Forced. After a player engages a Harad enemy, deal 1 damage to that enemy. Now we go to 1B. Ambush the Minifarad. 20 quest points. Forced. At the beginning of the quest phase, reveal the top face down card from under the Crossroads and add it to the staging area. The players can't defeat the stage while the Crossroads is in play. When the Crossroads is explored, the players win the game. And the Black Gate objective is Forced. At the end of the planning phase, place each Harad enemy in the staging area face down under the Black Gate. If there are at least X face down cards under the Black Gate, the players lose the game. X is 3 more than the number of players in the game, so that's 5. So these decks are focused on getting rid of the enemies in the staging area before they go under the Black Gate. That's why I have 2 versions, 2 lore heroes, because I have a lot of cards to try to get rid of enemies in the staging area. And it might seem, why don't you want to let him go underneath the black gate? Is because when you're playing campaign mode, when you play the Battle of Pelennor Fields, all the enemies that are put under the black gate come into play during the last stage of the Battle of Pelennor Fields. So we're going to play Sorengil. Attached to a non-fellowship, non-Baggins hero you control. Response. After you attach Sorengil to a hero, search your collection for a different non-fellowship, non-Baggins version of that hero and attach it to Sorengil. While Sorengil is in play, attached hero gains the game text and resource icon of the attached hero card. If Sorengil leaves play, remove the hero card attached to it from the game. We're going to attach it to Mary. Now we're going to attach Mary's tactics version. So Mary's going to gain +1 attack for each Hobbit hero you control. And after Mary participates in an attack that destroys an enemy, ready another character that participated in that attack, and the tactics icon. Now we're going to play a Dagger of Westerness onto Mary. So Mary now has 8 attack. Go over to the Rosie deck. I'm going to put out Scout Ahead. And we're going to give Sam a resource. Exhausting that ring. And now we're going to go into the questing phase. At the beginning, reveal Rodrin archer. So there's a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in the staging area. And we're going to quest for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And we're going to go towards Scout Ahead. South Ron Road and a Foothills. So that added 7. Going up to 12. So we quested unsuccessfully by 1. We're going to exhaust Rosie to add 3. So we quest successfully by 1. We're going to put 1 progress on the Scout Ahead. Now we're going to travel to the hills of Assylian. Now we're going to engage the Herodran Archer, and we have to deal 2 damage to one of our characters, among characters. So we're going to deal 1 to Pippin and 1 to Mary. And we get to draw a card, and it readies up Sam. And we have archery 2. We're going to put 2 archery on Glorfindel. This is attacking for 3. We're going to block with Tom, remove the shadow card, and now we're going to attack back with 7, 8, and it destroys the Herodran Archer. And we go to the next round. And Pippin got a resource requesting successfully. Oh, that's not here yet. Draw a card. Out of the Wild. We're going to play an Out of the Wild. Oh. So first we're going to play a Gandalf for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And reduce our threat by 5, bringing us down to secrecy. Now we're going to play an Out of the Wild for 1. Now we can search the top 5 cards deck for a non-objective, non-victory point card and put it in the victory display. We're going to put the Captain of Harad in the victory display. Now we're going to go over to the Hobbit deck, 11sies. We're going to play the Red Book of Westmarch onto Pippin. So now all Hobbit characters get +1 willpower. And we're going to use Frodo's ability to give Pippin a resource. Now we're going to put the Warden of Healing into play. Exhaust the Warden of Healing to heal up 2 damage. Now we go into the questing phase. It's a Mumak, what we call an elephant. So there's 2, 5, 9, 12 in the staging area. We're going to quest for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10, 14, 15, 16, 17, 'Now we're going to go towards Scout Ahead. First one is the Dark Lord Summons. Either place the lowest attack rod enemy engaged with you face down under the black gate, or reveal the top card. From under the crossroads and put it into play engaged with you. So we have no enemies. So it looks like we're going to be putting the top card engaged with me. That's Hrodrum Archer. We have to deal 2 damage to among characters. We'll deal 1 to Frodo and 1 to Rosie. And now we're going to play a Weep No More. I'm going to add this to the victory display. So now we have 4 cards in the victory display that have no victory points. So Kina's Lances cost 1. Second card is a Arrows Thick in the Air. Each rod enemy gains archery 2. So we added no threat to the staging area. So we quested successfully by 7. This actually got 1 damage when it engaged me because of the hills. So this is cleared, and the Scout Ahead is cleared. We get to look at the top 6 cards of the encounter deck, which is the number of players plus 4, for one non-objective card worth no victory points, and adds to the victory display. Put the remaining cards back in any order. So we have 2 nasty ones here. This will be like getting rid of 2 cards. We're going to get rid of the arrow stick in the air. So now Keena's lances are free. So the next turn, let's reveal 2 hills. Now shadow cards, it could be these cards here. So this will be a shadow for here. This could be a shadow for here. I'm going to put this. So we're not going to travel. We're going to optionally engage the Oliphant with the Hobbit deck. Readies up Sam. We draw a card. Keena's lances. We also get a resource for questing successfully with Pippin. Deal out shadow cards. We're going to block with Fatty. We also have archery 6. There's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And no shadow. 1 damage. Now we're going to block with Tom. Remove this shadow. Attacking for 6. We have 4 defense. We're going to exhaust Rosie. To give plus 4 defense. So we have 7 defense, no damage. We're going to attack with Mary, who's attacking for 7, and deal 3 damage to the Oliphant. That's the maximum he can be dealt each round. Now we go to the next round. Rosie should also have some resources for questing successfully. The end-off goes away. Draw a card. Bilbo Baggins. We're going to play Keenest Lances and draw 3 cards. We're going to use Frodo's ability, give himself a resource. Then we're going to spend 2, play Frodo's Intuition, and draw 5 cards. We're going to play a Build a Pony, free. Now we're going to play our Brace of Conies. We're going to heal up 2 damage from Glorfindel and draw 2 cards. That goes to the victory display. I'm going to spend 1 and put a staff onto Fatty. Now we're going to go over to the Rosie deck. We know we're going to be revealing 4 plus this. So we're going to reveal this. It's a Haradrim Soldier. So we're going to be revealing 4. 7, 8, 9, 16. We can quest for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Plus we get 1 for each of our heroes because of Frodo's Intuition. So that adds 1, 2, 3, bringing us up to 19. So we'll leave it at that. Questing for 19. So now we quest successfully by 3. So we put 3 onto the main quest. We're going to travel to the hills of Asilian. And we have archery 2. We're going to put that on the Glorfindel. We're going to block the Mumak with Tom. Remove this. And then we're going to use Rosie's ability to give him +4 defense. So no damage. I just gave the resources for questing successfully. We're going to block with Fatty and remove this. And we take 1 damage. Now we're going to attack back with Mary and deal 3 damage to the Mumak. And cost a healer to heal up 2 damage. We heal up 1 from Fatty, 1 from Frodo, spend 2, ready it up, and then do it again. Heal up 1 from Fatty and 1 from Rosie. And we go to the next round. Draw a card, Treebeard. We're going to play a Heed the Dream. Search the top 5 cards of our deck for a card and put it into our hand. Sneak attack. Now we're going to play the kicker. Search our deck for a card and put it in our hand. We're going to get Asphalos. We're going to put Asphalos on the Glorfindel. Now we're going to play a sneak attack. Gandalf. And deal 4 damage to the Haradrim archer. And he's gone. Gandalf comes back to my hand. Now I'll go over to the Hobbit deck. Peace and Thought. We're going to give Sam resource as Frodo's ability. we're going to put the first card Hobbit Alley we put in play doesn't require a resource match. So we're going to put in Bilbo. And we get to search our deck for a pipe. It's always good to have spare pipes around. I'm going to get the spare pipe. We're going to put the spare pipe onto Tom. I'm going to search the top 5 cards of our deck for an event. No events. And we're going to put the Hobbit Archer into play. Both these hobbits get +2 attack because of Tom. Now we go to the questing phase. Another Mumak. So that's going to add another one here. So we have 7, 8, 9, 16. We're going to quest for 3, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 15, 16, 17. First card is a Marching Up the Road. Each player must either return an enemy engages him to the staging area, or search the encounter deck for a Harad enemy and put it into play and engage with him. So we're going to be returning these to the staging area. That's already added 5. Second card is a Hennis Anon. So we added 3, 4, 5, 6. We get up to 22. So we've quested unsuccessfully at the moment by 5. We're going to exhaust Rosie to add 4. So we quested unsuccessfully by 1. And now we're going to exhaust Asphalos to put 2 progress on the hills of Assylian. Now we're going to engagement phase. Before we go to the engagement phase, we're going to exhaust the Warden of Healing to heal up 2 damage. 1 from Pippin and 1 from Glorfindel. Now we're going to engage the Oliphant, and we have to exhaust all our allies. And now we're going to engage the Rod from Archer here, and we have to deal 2 damage among characters here. Sam readies, and we get a draw card. Deal out shadow cards. We have Archery 2. We'll put 1 onto Pippin and 1 onto Mary. We're going to block with Fatty. Remove this. And we take 1 damage. Now we're going to block with Tom. Remove this. And we take 2 damage. And we're going to attack back with Mary and deal 3 damage to the Oliphant. Now go to the next round. Draw a card. Buckland Sheriff. The first ally we play, it's a Hobbit, doesn't require a resource match. So we're going to put Odo Proudfoot into play. And we get to look at the top 5 cards of our deck for a Hobbit. And put it into our hand. Young Tom. I'll put Young Tom into play. Now we're going to put a Buckland Sheriff into play. We're going to use Frodo's ability to give Mary a resource. We're going to spend 2 and give Rosie Unexpected Courage. And then we're going to put out a Dunedain Warning onto Fatty. Play a Hail of Stones, or you can exhaust Bill, Young Tom, and Odo, Proudfoot, and play a Hail of Stones, and deal 3 damage to the Mumak. And he's gone. So those Hail Apples just destroyed a Mumak. Now we're going to go over to the Rosie deck. We drew a Woodland Sentry. Now we're going to spend 2, 3, 4, and put Treebeard into play. Now we go into the questing phase. A Rodron Soldier. So we got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 17 in the staging area. We're going to quest for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 20. First card is a Cillian Woods. And the second card is another Cillian Woods. So that adds 4 up to 21. So we quested unsuccessfully by 1. So we raise our threat by 1. We're going to Asphalot and deal 2 damage to the hills and explore that. Then we're going to travel to the other hills of Asilian. Now we're going to go to the combat phase. We have 2 archery. I'm going to put 2 onto Treebeard. Now we're going to exhaust. Warden of Healing to heal up 1 damage from Fatty and 1 from Tom. Ready up the Warden. And then heal him, exhaust him again to heal up 1 damage from Tom and 1 damage from Rosie. We're going to block with Tom, remove the shadow card, and exhaust Rosie to give Tom +4 defense, so no damage. We're going to block with Fatty, remove the shadow card, and no damage. Now we're going to attack with Mary and deal 3 damage to the Oliphant, and then attack with the Buckland Sheriff and the Hobbit Archer for 6 and destroy the Haradrim Archer. And we go to the next round. Draw a card. Burning Brand. We're going to spend 5. And put in a Gandalf and deal 4 damage to the Haradrim Soldier. Now we'll go over to the Hobbit deck. We're going to play a Born Aloft on the Gandalf. And we're going to put in a Farmer Maggot. Doesn't require a resource match. And deal 2 damage to the Mumak. Now we're going to go to the questing phase, and we'll reveal Haradrim Archer. So there's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 20 in the staging area. We're going to quest for 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 13, 14, 15, 16, 20, 23, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. First card is the Dark Lord Summons. Each player either place the lowest Harad enemy engaged with you face down under the black gate, or reveal the top card face down card from under the crossroads, put it into play, engage with you. I'm going to put this into play, engage with me. It's an Oliphant. Now the next card is Fierce Southrons. We're going to play Test the Will and cancel that effect. So we added no threats to the staging area except for the revealing the Oliphant. So we have 8. I added another threat here because we had one less card from when we revealed that one the last time. So that's 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 19, 22. So we quest successfully by 8. That clears out Hills of Asilian. He should have 1 damage. And puts 4 onto the main quest. Now we're going to travel we're not going to travel. We're going to put 2 progress onto the Asilian Woods. And we have Archery 2. Archery. So we're going to put 1 onto Frodo. And 1 onto Bilbo. Go to the combat phase. going to block with the Oliphant with Tom, and remove the shadow card. And we take 2 damage. We're going to block this Oliphant with Fatty, remove the shadow card, and exhaust Rosie. To give Fatty plus 4 defense, so he's got 7 defense, so no damage. Then we're going to attack with Mary and destroy this Oliphant. And then attack with the Buckland Sheriff and the Hobbit Archer for 1, 2, 3, 4, and deal 2 damage to the Oliphant. I took that off to pay for the Test-a-Will. Now, before we get to the end of the round, I'm going to discard Born Aloft and return Gandalf to my hand. Draw a card out of the wild. Now we're going to go over to the Rosie deck. Laboring Stone. I'm going to spend 2 with Asphalos, or exhaust Asphalos, and put 2 resources on the progress on the Cillian Woods, exploring it. We're going to spend Frodo, give resource to Rosie. Then we're going to spend 5. Oh, you can't play Gandalf. You don't have Frodo. We're going to give a resource to Rosie. And then we're going to spend 2 and put the Calabrian Stone onto Rosie, giving her +2 willpower. Now reveal the last one. It's a Herodron soldier. Oh, first we have to do, before we reveal that, I'm going to be playing a Hail of Stones. Exhausting Bill, Farmer Maggot, Young Tom, Proudfoot, and the Hobbit Archer, and deal 5 damage to the Herodrum Archer, and he's destroyed. Now we go to the questing phase. Reveal the Herodrum Soldier. Got full cost now for the Crossroads. So we're going to quest for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 21, 24, 26, and there's 9, 13, 14, 15, 16, 20, 21 in the staging area. A quest for 2 more, 3 more. Mary, reveal. First card is a Mana Farad. I'm going to raise my threat by 4 and exhaust Fatty. So put this to the victory display. The next card is Captain of Farad. So we added 4, bringing it up to 25. We quested successfully by 4. It's up to 11. Now we're going to exhaust Rosie to add 6, bringing this up to 17. I'll go to the engagement phase. I'm going to engage the Captain of Farad with the Hobbit deck. Test the will. Deal out shadow cards. We're going to exhaust the Warden. And we get a resource on Pippin and Rosie for questing successfully. We're going to exhaust the Warden. Heal up a damage from Treebeard and Tom. And then we're going to spend 2. Ready up the Warden. And then exhaust to heal up 1 damage from Treebeard and 1 from Tom. We're going to block with Tom. Remove the shadow card. And no damage. We're going to ready up Treebeard. And block with Treebeard. Discard a random card. We have 3 damage. Attacking for 6. Take 3 damage. Peace and thought. Now we have all our characters exhausted except for Sam. So we're going to go to the next round. Fellowship. Put the Fellowship onto Frodo. Now all our heroes get +1 willpower. We're going to play a Gandalf. And deal 4 damage to the Haradrim soldier and it's destroyed. Go over to the Hobbit deck. Dagger of Westerness. I'm going to put a dagger onto Mary. Now we go into the questing phase. I'm going to put 2 progress onto the Cillian Woods. We need to make 2 progress to be able to travel to the crossroads. Before we go to the questing phase, I'm going to add a resource to Pippin. So there's 9, 11, 12, 13, 14, 18, 19 in the staging area. Now we're going to quest for 3, 4, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34. First card is a Captain of Harad. And the second card is a Man of Harad. And that surges. It's a Haradran soldier. So we added 1, 4, 5, 6, 7. Bring it up to 26. So we quest successfully for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 26 here. So we're going to travel to the crossroads. Rosie gets a resource and Pippin gets a resource. Now we go to engagement phase. We're going to got 2 defenders over here. 1, 2. Optionally engage the Man of Harad over here. Get rid of a burning brand. Now we're going to engage the Haradran soldier over here. And it makes an immediate attack. We're going to block with a Farmer Maggot. Deal 1 damage to the defender. Okay, now he's destroyed. We also get a draw card. Ready up Sam. And we get the Overcome by Grief. And we're going to attach that to Mary. Deal out shadow cards. We have Archery 1. Put that on the Treebeard. Or put it on the, Treebeard. We're going to block, remove the shadow card from the Oliphant. And take 2 damage. Block this with Gandalf. Discard a non-ejective attachment. We'll get rid of the 3 golden hairs, so no damage. We're going to each So I'm going to block the Captain of Farad with Tom, and removes the shadow card. No damage. Now we're going to block with this Buckland Sheriff. And either place it underneath that black gate or it makes an additional attack. So that he can't ready. Make an additional attack. Block with Sam. Discard a random card. And we're going to give Sam +7 defense. So no damage. Sorrengill. Now we go to the next round. Sam. Mary doesn't ready. Well, before we go to the next round, we're going to heal up. Damage here. And damage from Frodo. And Gandalf leaves play. Draw a card. Draw a card. Gandalf. We're going to play Out of the Wild. And we get to search the top 5 cards of the deck for a non-objective, non-victory point card and put it to the victory display. We're going to get rid of Fierce Summoners. Fierce Southrons. We're going to put Lily Cotton into play. And doesn't require a resource match. I'll go over to the Rosie deck. We're going to play a Woodland Sentry. When you play it, from your hand, choose an enemy or location to play. If there is a copy of that card in the victory display, discard the chosen card. And there's a copy of him in the victory display, so we're going to discard him. And we're going to spend 2 with Asphalos to get rid of the Cillian Woods. Now we're going to use Frodo's resource. And give it to Pippin. This goes away because the character was destroyed. So there is a total of 8 in the staging area. And we're going to quest for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 31 should do it. First card is a arrow stick in the air. Well, that's a whiff. Because we're not in the combat phase this round. And a Herodron soldier. So we added 2. So we quested successfully by 21. We're going to exhaust Rosie to add another 6. So we quested successfully by 27. We're going to play a sneak attack and off. Reduce our threat by 5. Then we're going to play a 11Zs. So we only need 9. Plus, so 16 we can take off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 16. So we reduce our threat by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, down to 27 with the 11Zs. And we're going to exhaust the Warden, heal up 1 damage from Mary, and 1 damage from Fatty. 1 damage from Glorfindel. Ready it up again, and heal up 1 damage from Glorfindel, 1 damage from Fatty. So there's a win. This was probably one of the best playthroughs that I've played. I would say the MVPs were Gandalf, and a hail of stones. Because when this is explored, we win the game. And now, the journey to the crossroads. Each player who chose to shuffle a Brace of Conies into his deck during the setup has earned that boon, and add each earned copy to the campaign pool. Record the name and quality of each enemy underneath the black gate in the notes of the campaign log. Well, There's no enemies under the black gate. So we're not going to be revealing any later, so we didn't let anyone through. Thanks for watching and have a great day. And I'll see you in Shelov's lair.